What's good, team? Right now, bring guys another team Q&A. Got a bunch of great questions this week, so I'm gonna start off with my YouTube questions and go over to the Facebook questions. Starting off with this long ass fucking name, Cool Weird Dying Man asked, and this is actually gonna be the main topic for the video too. Is a diverse meta a good meta? What I mean is a meta where there's no one deck dominating the format as opposed to a format where one deck dominates. Me personally, I am a big fan of the diverse metas, and here's why. I personally feel like in diverse metas, more rogue decks can win, hence the reason why I was able to top a YCF's with fucking gadgets. In the one deck metas, that just means that the format is so power creep, you have to play that one deck or lose. Great examples of that will be Dragon Ruler format, Teledad format, and honestly, I got something to argue the format we're in right now. Granted, the format we're in right now has multitude of decks to play with. Let's just be honest. Pepe, Draco Pepe variants are still winning the game. They just won YCS Prague, and I'm pretty sure they're still wrecking you guys as locals. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna have to say I prefer diverse metas. I feel like diverse meta promote more skill in the game, despite of what a lot of the popular pros say. Because I feel like in a diverse format, you have to prep your side deck and your main deck to go towards a multitude of decks, and you can't really set up for one big deck versus a one deck format where it's gonna be the best deck of the format versus anti-meta everything, because everyone's main deck and floodgates the ass. I personally feel like one deck formats are really easy to play in. So all that being said, guys, I personally feel like diverse formats is better for a game. Now, for those of you who don't want to watch the rest of the video, you can click off right now, because I'm going to go into a multitude of questions, because this is, of course, my Q&A. Green XXX, what do you think of Seraph Heroes as an anti-meta deck? I think Seraph Heroes might be pretty good. It was a popular deck in the OCG back when Mass Heroes was first a thing. So I think, honestly, any rogue deck, I'm just going to say this for the rest of the video, any rogue deck has a chance of winning. Main deck the proper floodgates, like anti-spell fragrance, and you're going to be pretty much good to go. The Seraph engine is good for maintaining hand advantage and popping back rolls, so I guess it's okay for now, especially against the Pendulum matchup. But when you have the Cosmo matchup and the Monarch matchup, you might have issues, so make sure you side deck accordingly. Balloon Bank asks, I have a problem with Cypher. Can someone help me out? Honestly, all you need for Cypher is Mind Drain. Mind Drain is going to shut off all of those hand trap effects, and you're pretty much going to win the duel. So if you haven't figured it out by the time I rate this video, by the time you watch this video, Mind Frame, Mind Frame, Mind Frame. Kyle McMichael asks, what do you think on Evil Swarms have a chance at Nats or regionals? Personally think Evil Swarms is one of those decks that can creep out of nowhere and maybe top of regionals, maybe one of locals. As far as Nats, once again, if you main deck the right floodgates and draw them at the right time, you can win the game. Yu-Gi-Oh! Why it's a lot of skill in the game, there's a lot of luck involved as well. So if you make a deck that revolves around floodgating the opponent, and you know your region's going to go to, everyone's going to play a certain deck, just floodgate the hell out of the deck and let's go for game. Bruno Muniz says, isn't Monarchs going to be meta? If it isn't already, just asking because you listed it as an anti-meta deck. I mean, while I did list Monarchs as an anti-meta deck, it is going to be meta. But the reason why I listed Monarchs as an anti-meta deck is because it plays cards like the Vanities combo, which pretty much anti-metas the main deck, which are Cosmos and Pepe. But since Monarch is meta, I guess it's one of them things like, well, it's anti-meta, but it's also meta at the same time, if that makes sense. Andrew Ghostheart asks, do you feel Ghost Trick Skeleton Mill deck will be a good matchup against Monarchs? I have no idea how Ghost Trick Skeleton Mill deck work. If you want to send me some Death Pro replay videos via my Facebook fan page, I will be happy to look at them and see how the deck plays. And I'll give you more an opinion on that in a future video. And I believe that's all for the YouTube questions. Great question, guys. Not a lot of questions, but enough to get the ball rolling. Alright, Facebook question. Starting off with Geoff McFarlane. He asks, would you consider doing player profiles interviews for your subscribers as a mini series to your channel? Already doing that. If you check out my video when I went to my regionals back in September, I interviewed a few subscribers I met at the regionals and asked them their thoughts on the meta. So that's something I'm already doing, and I plan on doing it at more events in the future. So if I see you at nationals or at a region I might potentially go to in the future, or a big event, definitely be on the lookout for me, because I will interview you and ask your questions about certain things. Shaquille Shi, I guess I pronounced that right. Sorry if I butchered your name. What's your thought on the current state of the game? I also love your videos. Keep it up, fam. Thank you for loving my videos. I'm grinding hard to make this YouTube thing. more than just a YouTube channel. That's more of a brand. And as far as current state of the metagame, it is what it always is gonna be. You have your one deck and you have a multitude of decks trying to beat that deck or trying to floodgate that deck. So honestly, I like the current state of the game. There's a lot of room for innovation, especially with the pendulum mechanic. You can always innovate the pendulum decks and bring out monsters you couldn't bring out for, like for example the magician deck that runs the that fucking negating bird card, and much more. You have a dark version of Draco Pals and etc. So I'm actually loving the current state of the game. I feel like the meta is a little diverse, while there is one powerful deck, that being Pepe. There's a lot of innovation that can be put into decks like the Monarch FTK, for example. I hate Monarch FTK, but it is an innovative deck nonetheless. So, to answer your question, I love the current state of the game. Ross Hitchens asks, do you think heroes are still viable at this format? Also, how can it be tech to beat Cosmo and out domain? What extra deck are left to help protect Darklaw? So as far as heroes versus Cosmos, we have Utopia the Lightning coming out this week, I believe. So if you get Utopia the Lightning, you can beat over Cosmos ships to definitely help your Cosmo match out in full. Same goes for your Monarch matchup. Now, as far as the Monarch domain card, you're gonna have to hope you draw your MSTs or your Twin Twizzlers. If you don't draw, you're gonna lose. That's one of the main reasons why I kind of put heroes to the side right now to pick up Monarchs, because I personally feel like heroes is not a good pick for the format. So it's like when you're playing the game competitively, you have to know when to pick your favorite deck down and pick up something better, and let your favorite deck get a rest until the format can evolve to the point where you can play that deck once again. And last but not least, Corey Lundy asks, what are some cards that can deal with this new Super Quantum Megazord, the boss monster, of course? Motherfucking card looks like Voltron. And do you think the Shirei Zombies could be half as shot as a rogue deck this meta? Once again, I feel like any deck can be rogue. Main deck the right floodgates. Think of a combo no one else thought of, and you're good to go. And as far as how can you out the Super Quantum Megazord, I believe Utopia the Lightning can out that card. Don't quote me on that, but Utopia Lightning can attack the card, become 5,000. The Voltron looking card is 3,600. So bam, you kill over the card, and I believe it won't be able to get its effects off because Utopia states when you attack, cards and effects cannot be activated during that attack, I believe. So Utopia Lightning should be able to out that card in one fell swoop. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed my team Q&A. I love answering questions for you guys. I love helping you guys out. If I seem a little hype right now, take a shot of espresso to fucking give me some energy. Tired as hell. Came from work. Came from the gym, so I needed something to wake me up. Fucking I love coffee. Brought to you by Nespresso. So as always, guys, if you have any burning questions you want to ask me, go over to the Facebook fan page where I love to answer questions for you guys, and I post polls once a month. And also, if you guys don't have Facebook for some odd reason, post the questions in the comment section down below. And as I always tell you guys, if you're a new channel, I would love for you to subscribe for more competitive video content. So once again, I do these videos because I truly believe in helping you guys become better players, and also do these videos because I truly believe in you guys helping me become a better player. This is Chris from Team Innovation signing out. And before I say peace, guys, stay innovative. Be on the lookout for some more movie reviews coming up, and some more food reviews coming up, because I love food, I love movies, and this is going to be more than just a YukiTube channel. So Team Innovation signing out. Peace, guys, and stay innovative. Deuces.
Hero players be like,
you know what really grinds my gears?
Cosmos.
Fuck you!